Hello, and welcome to I Can't Say It, day 169. Yet another special number. What is so special about 169? Well, as some of you will know, it's 13 squared. That's right. 13 times 13 is 169. Woohoo! Fun little facts from John. Well, as you all know, today is Monday, and that can only mean one thing. Weigh Day. So as you can tell from my somber mood, I am not excited about Weigh Day. And the reason is the scale is staying in the unfortunate place of 266.0. So no change from last week, and I'm still only down 20.8. I'm supposed to be down 24. So that means I'm 3 pounds off of goal, which isn't a big surprise, considering the food that I've been eating, that the weight would not go down. So I had made the commitment of no cookies and no candy. I am proud to say that today I had no candy, but that I did succumb to 1 bag of cookies. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm also feeling pretty hungry right now, so there's that too. But that is okay. So, like I've always said, changes have to happen if I expect changes in the weight. You can't really just sort of eat yourself to the weight that you want to do. You got to exercise more. You got to eat better. So 1 less package of cookies, that means 250 or so calories didn't go into my body today that it otherwise would have last week and the year before, and the week before that. That's where I stand with that. So here it is. See, 266.0. The lowest I've been on here is 264.8. I don't know that I've gotten lower than that. I don't think I've gotten to the 263s. But I will. I am devoted to this. My wife is committed to her weight loss program too, and she's doing well. In fact, she's doing better than I did if we count number of weeks and starting point. So hey, that is great, because if we're in this together, then we've got similar diets, and that means that we're going to be eating well, because my wife is an excellent cook and she cooks the best foods. And we're being paid a visit by Fergie. Hi Fergie, how are you? She's just hanging out. I'd show you a picture of her. Oh, well, why don't I? Fergie, oh. And Fergie, say hello. Say hello. And she's gone. Sorry about that guest appearance there. So, again, the goal for June 25th, 261.8. I really don't know if I'm going to get there. It doesn't seem likely. But I suppose it's entirely possible that I could gradually converge back to goal, so that my goal, and I am achieving my goal on a weekly basis. I don't know. We'll just have to see. It's one of those things. It's a science experiment. And we will see how it turns out. Enough said about weight and Weigh Day and where we're at with that. Who knows what day today is? It's June 18th, 2018. It is the 30th anniversary of Depeche Mode's 101. It is a concert that they performed at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena 30 years ago, and it is a stupendous concert. Not quite the fun that you hear at other concerts, but if you listen to the 2 CD set, they actually did a pretty good job. Most of the songs you will recognize, and that makes it always a fun time. So you can imagine that the people going to the concert recognizing the songs and just singing along and having a good old time. The downside to the concert is that it was professionally recorded, and professionally recorded concerts, you tend to have a harder time hearing the audience. Perhaps I shall go out to a website tomorrow and see if there are any bootlegs out there of the show, so that maybe you get a slightly different perspective. I like to listen to a lot of different Led Zeppelin concerts, and you can tell by listening to the same concert, you get a different feel to the same concert but different recordings. You get a different feel, a different vibe to the show when you listen to the different concerts, just because there's a different crowd around, and the way they react to the performance on stage is it's pretty interesting. I kind of dig it. There's been a recent release of a Led Zeppelin show called Listen to This, Eddie, which is June 21st, whose anniversary is coming up, June 21st, 1977. And you hear the common version, and you hear the guy yelling, "Heartbreaker, Heartbreaker, Heartbreaker." And then finally, 2/3 of the way through the show, they play the song, and you could hear the scream, "Ah, they're playing it." And then you listen to the other recording, and you can't hear that person yelling "Heartbreaker" at all throughout the show. It's really kind of interesting. On a fun note, when I went and saw Page and Plant in 1995 at the Shoreline Amphitheater, the one song that I wanted to hear them play was in fact "Heartbreaker." And the next to last song, the penultimate song of the show was "Heartbreaker." So I'm glad I went to that show. Had a good time too. Almost all Led Zeppelin songs. Speaking of which, June 21st is coming up. That is Thursday, and Mr. Robert Plant is going to be in Berkeley, and I hope to make it to that show. We shall see. Don't know yet, but Mr. Plant coming to town, always a big to-do, and on the anniversary of Listen to This, Eddie, I don't think he'll do anything, but he did perform Hot Dog about a week ago, so that was the first time it really had been performed, since they last performed it in 1980. Someone said that they had performed it in 94, but I don't know about that. But that was a pretty good concert recording. You can find it on YouTube. There is, they do say that he does appear to be reading the lyrics off of a screen. I couldn't quite tell, but his face was pointed in the same direction. Disappointing if he has to read the lyrics, but then again, if he wrote the song 30 years ago and he doesn't really perform it, I guess I can see how he would need to read the lyrics. Well, with that, I'm going to wish you all a pleasant evening. I hope your weight loss programs are successful. I know that mine has been. I've lost 20 pounds, so that's 20 pounds I'm not lugging around anymore. Now I just need to work on making progress towards the next 5. Okay, with that, I'm going to wish you all a pleasant evening and talk to you later.